This is the greatest world in which to live, the greatest day to be alive, for this is the day the Lord hath made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. Well, it's good to talk to you again. It's been a while since we've really had this opportunity, but I want to talk to you today about a little piece of cloth. Isn't it amazing how a little piece of cloth can cause so much conflict and difficulties? I talked to my pastor friends across the United States, and they're sharing how this mask is causing conflict and tension, stress in their congregations. And it's sad that that's the case, but it's something we have to work with. And of course, all of you are aware of the fact that the CDC new lifting of restrictions, and you know, even in that, it brought forth stress. And so I shared with our congregation on Sunday that I would have an update this week. I met with the church board, and we have come to a point of where we're going to go with these masks. And I have to be honest with you, we're going to do what we have as a church from the beginning to this point, always seeking the highest health protection of our people. That according to California, the restrictions are masks inside until June 15th. So the board was in complete agreement with that at this particular point, and we know that it's not an easy thing to do, but we are committed to accomplish that, and I pray that it will be without conflict and crisis and stress. And I've been thinking about how we could do just that. So I want to have you think about three words: grace, mercy, and love. I want you to think about wearing a mask, that it's an issue of grace. That we want to give grace to other people concerning the wearing of masks, and I will be wearing a mask. And I want you to think about giving grace to those as you would wish they would give grace to you with whatever the issue may be. So that's the first thing, grace. Then secondly, mercy. Mercy is slightly different because mercy is truly stepping into the shoes of another person. I was talking to a number of our people this past Sunday concerning the restriction being lifted on masks and what their thoughts were. And there was a lot of concern that they said, you know, I'm just not quite ready to go inside and to be free from wearing a mask. That I just don't know if that's the time yet for that. And so I was sitting there thinking, I need to step into their shoes. I need to look at it from their perspective. So I'm asking that you will be a person of mercy. That instead of judging, you would come back and say, I'm going to step into their shoes. But then the third is the word love. And as I share with our congregation on Sunday, and I share with you, my greatest concern as a pastor dealing with masks is this: that even though you've gotten your vaccines, if you have chosen to do that, you've been told that you can go indoors without wearing masks. But then some businesses will say you need to prove that you've been vaccinated or whatever it may be. We can't let that happen in the church. When the church doors are open to the facility, we need to know that all people are accepted as they come in, whether they're vaccinated or not. And I'm not going to allow a mask or the lack thereof to put people into two camps: those who have been vaccinated and those who have chosen not to for whatever reason. So because of that, I'm going to love you so much that I'm going to wear my mask through June 15th. And then at that point, we'll see where we are, and very likely they will lift those. So together as a congregation, this Sunday as we gather together, indoors we'll wear masks. At our outdoor service, that's completely different. They've lifted the restrictions on that, and you can feel comfortable without your mask. But indoors, because of grace, because of mercy, because of love, I will continue to wear this mask, and I pray that you will do the same. I want to share with you something as well that's so close to my heart and has been a major emphasis of my thinking in the days to come. In just a week from Sunday, we will experience Memorial Day Sunday. And as we think about coming out of the pandemic, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's been a major cloud that's been there, and it's the cloud of sorrow. Grief has been a consequence of this time of pandemic and isolation. And it's come about because so many people have lost loved ones during this period of time, about the last year and 4 months. And it's been so painful, and it's become a cloud and filled with the sadness and the sorrow of the loss of that person, and many feeling like no one else even knew that they lost that loved one. We want you to know that we want to remember. And so on Sunday of Memorial Day weekend, we're going to have a service of remembrance as a part of our morning services. And we want to invite you to do something that would be very meaningful to me. And you are my extended family. I mean, on our online service, our family has grown so greatly, and you're across the nation. And so I'm saying to you that we want to remember your loved one that's been lost. Now, not just because of COVID, but for any reason they passed away, that if you would do this, just provide a picture of your loved one, email it to the church office, or email it to me, mpitcher@portnaz.org. If you do that, I will get it to the right person, and we're going to have a video of all the pictures of our loved ones. And we'll take a moment in this service to pray for them, and for those who are gathered together to have them stand, and you online, for you to know that we are lifting you up in prayer. So I pray that you would join us as a part of our family, to know that we care for you, and you so desire to be a part of us that you will send that picture to us. And as we do that, we can rejoice their life lived to the fullest, and we can remember them on that day. And I pray that as a result of that, that cloud of sadness can be dispelled with the sense of the joy of the Lord, which is our strength. May you be blessed and stay safe, and we'll be seeing you in the days to come.